Так, пробую еще раз. Надеюсь, сейчас будет работать. Наверное. Меня вообще все сбилось к херам, я не знаю. Может, оно и хрен с ним. Подожди, а я же могу, по-моему, сделать... О, вот так могу сделать. О, я думаю, чё тут не хватает. Так, окей, пробую снова запустить. Тот стрим я удалю потом. Правда, там был момент, я еще сохранился, как назло, зачем-то на старое сохранение. Сейчас бы его загрузил. Ну, в принципе, чё было? Я просто отправился по квесту и отправился по квесту в деревню и получил там этот... Ну-ка. Отключи нафиг. Не очень понятно, почему юзается. Можно чуть поле зрения увеличить. Ну ладно. Загрузка, да? Но у меня сохранилось. Подожди, ну-ка. Тебя грет. Да, все нормально. Ну как нормально? Игра грузит весь процессор так сильно, что у меня висит весь экран второй. Ну-ка, если я попробую окно без рамки сделать. Просто мне интересно, будет ли это влиять на FPS? Будет ли это работать вообще? Ну, судя, что браузер еле не очнулся еще, то нет, видимо, не будет. Мне так еще хуже, по-моему. Вот сейчас нормально все. Хорошо, то есть автосохранения все-таки они не перекрываются.
Who do you think you are to defoil our ritual? One of those mind shakers, no doubt.
Aiden, it is your duty to assure we are not interrupted.
1,000 pardons, Tien. It is indeed one of those mind shakers.
A mind shaker?
Я буду следить за тобой, чтобы не лагало, блин.
He is a Norman Naui. Present yourself and tell me why you interrupt our ceremony.
My name is Desardet. I've come looking for you to ask for your help.
This man with you, he is one of the mind shakers. One who attempts to turn our village.
I am not a mind shaker. A missionary. But I am indeed a priest of Teleme. And I assure you I have no intention of attempting to convert you.
Really? Those who claim to belong to the light spend their time bothering us, and here you are.
I had no knowledge of their presence here. I am only here to accompany my young friend.
Then, how can I help you?
My cousin suffers from a terrible sickness, the Malachor.
I do not know this sickness. But perhaps we call it by a different name.
It turns the blood black and provokes terrible suffering. And alas,
Ой.
it is fatal in all cases.
Ну, вроде не лагает.
Never seen
Все
a
нормально.
healing touched by such a sickness.
Вот. Но браузер повис к херам. А даже таймер не идет.
We are looking for a remedy, but urgently need to relieve his pain. Could you slow the progression of
Бейс
the
сегодня
sickness?
нормально.
Keep him from suffering?
In that, I can help you. I know how to make one forget the pain, even the most severely wounded.
But Tiern, with all that is happening now, you cannot leave to visit this ill person.
It is true. My village needs me now. I cannot leave. I must attend them.
What is going on? Perhaps we can help you.
Truly? You?
Do they have a choice, Aiden? They do really seem to have need of me, don't they?
Так, получается, услуга за услугу, да?
Tell us what we need to do.
The situation has become unbearable. And it all started when these mind shakers began arriving. They wanted to convert everyone and take them to another place. Turn them away from us. And of course, the village folk would not be persuaded. But the mind shakers remained.
And it was also at that time the Tenlands started to attack. It is not their way to do as such.
There are many wounded. And recently, many have gone missing. We must discover from where these monsters come.
I can try and talk sense into the missionaries. Perhaps with the help of Bishop Petrus. As for the attacks of the creatures, I will see what I can do. But I need more information.
Our master hunter, or the families of the taken, could most likely help you.
Very well. I'll take care of it. Make preparations to accompany us. The days are burning like very thin candles.
Do not worry. If you see to the concerns of my village, I will be most happy to accompany you.
Let's go and see this master hunter. He may be able to explain all there is to learn about these attacks.
Так, что мы поняли? Что, ничего не поняли. Да, вообще, отлагивает он собирается, нет? Вот в паузе, кстати, сразу все работает. Начинаешь играть, сразу все тормозит. Ну, кроме OBS, слава богу. Не знаю, почему они решили сделать игру так, чтобы она жрала весь процессор. Это очень глупое решение, мне кажется. Но при этом это рабочее решение, раз так все хорошо. Ну, практически. Так, что по квесту в итоге? Блин, за помощью Селиусу. Поговорить с охотником. Ну, давай с охотником обозрим. Может, тут недалеко, а то нас уже отправили куда-то в другую сторону.
Good day. Are you the master hunter?
Beortir to Madren, I'd say. I am indeed one and the same person. What do you want of me?
The Denegad, Katasach, spoke to me about the animal attacks. Can you tell me more?
The Tenlands have been angered. They are very angry. The beasts have always lived here. But they only attack if we tread near their nest. Of late, they attack on sight. There have been many wounded. And some of our young have even disappeared. It may be that the Tenlands killed them. But it is also possible they followed the missionaries.
Так, что расскажешь о
Can you tell me about
Тенлонах?
the Tenlands?
They are normally very peaceful creatures, very calm, but who defend their young with fury. During the attacks, I noticed that they were not all the same. Not all from the same nest.
What do you mean?
That the other beasts don't come from here, but from other places. And that they are coming more and more often.
Were there many victims?
Many wounded. Thanks to the healing powers of the Donegad, they survived. But the attacks happen more and more often. And they come with greater fury. I try to chase them away. To destroy any nests that I found. But still, more of them come. And now our children disappear. The stress alone could kill our village.
Can you tell me who the children are?
A young fisherman and a gatherer. You will find the sister of the woman and the brother of the man in the village.
I will go and see them. I believe I can
Чё,
help
по
you in
борьбе
the fight
как вообще?
against the Tenlets. How would you advise me to go about it?
You must destroy their nests. It's sad, but the only way to stop their numbers growing. There are most likely 3 around here. I can point you in the direction to one that I
Ты же все
discovered.
уничтожил,
I would have taken
что
care of it,
поблизости.
but my village cannot spare my presence here. I must keep watch. I did not find the 2 others. Some in the village may know where to find them.
And how would I go about destroying the nests?
You must burn them and kill the dominant one, or else they will build again. We see them especially at dawn. After that,
Да, ладно, еще ждать рассветы всякие.
but be careful.
Но если там будет
Relaxing.
костёрчик рядом.
The night belongs to the Tenlands. That is when they are most awake. Going out at night is very dangerous.
I thank you for your advice. We shall go and destroy these nests come dawn. Isn't it odd that these creatures who are normally passive have become so aggressive?
Yes. Yes. This has never happened in my lifetime.
What do you
Yes,
know?
yes.
Speak. Lives are at risk.
I do not speak of things I am not sure of. The Renaigse, like you, do not understand the bond we have with
Да, мы
nature.
лучше видали. Ты там квестов.
Is there anything
Чем
that we
мы...
might be able to do for you?
Это еще что-то.
Besides destroying their nests and fighting the Tenlands, do you know the art of crafting weapons? Our artisan was among the wounded.
Ну, я вкачал ремесло на единицу. Этого хватит?
I can try to repair it.
Here, in this condition, it is of no use to me at all.
What do you know about the missionaries?
The Mind Shakers. They came here before the attacks of the Tenlands and buzz around us like flies. They speak of light, of demons, and the soul. Their words make little sense. All that they want is for us to join their village, and that we serve them as if they were Tiern. They want to make us Renaigse. They want to sever our bond with our lands. Their words do not touch those old enough to understand. But the young are sometimes swayed.
Перехватывает молодняк.
They follow them to
Это
their
печально.
Eden village. And they become their servants. Their bond is cut.
Have you tried to fight them?
No. But some have fought. Because they treat the young girls badly. I think if not for the attacks, no one would have turned to them and their light. But hope fled our village. And the weak of courage have doubts and listen to their lies.
It sounds as if the attacks began at a timely moment for the missionaries.
Ну
I must
ок.
be going. Katasach advised us to speak with the families of those missing. Perhaps they might know where the Tenlets have built their nests.
Тут нет ничего. Я искал стул ремесленник. Наверное, нет.
Good day. I've been sent here by your Denegad. He asked me to help you.
I hope he is right, and that you are not like the Mind Shakers. My sister has gone missing.
It is for that very reason that I'm here. To attempt to find her or to understand what has happened.
Then I will tell you what I know.
Your sister, what does she look like?
She is a very beautiful young woman. Kind and sweet.
Классное описание, вообще сразу понятно.
Very careful.
Все такое,
Does she
ага.
know she should be wary of the beasts?
Oh yes, she knows it very well. but she has been star-eyed of late. And the stars make you forget all
Кто
caution.
я умная, но Россия, например, да.
How long has she been missing?
2 nights have gone by since. She told me that she was going to gather berries. It was early
А
in the
нехер
day,
ходить по
but
ягоды.
she never returned. I called for her from the edge of the village in vain, and the Tenlands were roaming.
Do you know where she usually goes picking?
Certainly, in the clearing. We find a great many berries
Опа,
there.
идем собирать ягодки.
Is there anyone in the village that might want to harm her?
No, no, everyone loves her. Maybe a little too much.
Why do you say that?
She is beautiful and young. The mine shakers took notice, and the boys of the village did as well.
What do you think has likely happened?
She might have been attacked by the Tenlands. But it was early, and they come out mostly at night.
You think it might have been something else?
I hope. Even if it is a strange hope. Perhaps she was taken by the mine shakers. They were pestering her the other day. They behaved without respect. A boy intervened and chased them off.
But you think that they might have captured her when she was outside of the village? That merits inspection. Tell me about the Tenlands, about their attacks.
Before, I only very rarely came across the beasts. We knew their nesting grounds and kept clear of them. But now they are everywhere and they attack everyone. They've even been known to come as close as the clearing where we pick berries. Very far from their favorite grounds.
Do you know how to fight them?
No, I am not a fighter. If you want such advice, ask the Master Hunter.
Very well. I will go and investigate this clearing. Perhaps they built a nest nearby.
It is possible, because before there was never one near there.
Could you tell me anything about the missionaries?
They are monosynaig. They think that they can take anything they desire.
What do you mean?
They came to our beautiful village. They wanted to take away our young people. Many heard their words and left. We never saw them again. But I saw how they treated my sister. I believe that they take the young to serve them. They wanted to take my sister like that, as if she were a tool. And if it were not for the young fisherman.
The one who's also missing?
Yes. He was very brave. I hope they didn't hurt her to avenge their pride.
О,
I'm
сука.
going to have to go and speak with them. I must leave now. Here is your weapon.
А, настолько проще. Я думал, что у меня на инвентаре лежит.
You have given it back
А,
its
тут он.
purpose.
Ну не зря качал первый уровень.
It belonged to my master before me, and you have understood its nature. It may be that you are more on Almanawi than Renaitse, and that you will one day see as we. During my walks, I saw a great Tenland of clear
Я понял, это что? Это что, бронированные вот эти падлы,
Others seemed to follow him.
которые не пробиваются нормально.
Felt that he called them, that he fed them rage, and that his place is not here.
Why didn't you try to kill it?
He is very strong, and the others protect him. I was only able to track him to his lair, a cavern. I placed traps all around it, but all were avoided.
Это точно.
He is clever.
You say
Ловушки
he
там
doesn't have a
бесполезны.
place here. What do you mean?
That he was brought here to attract the others and make them rage. By men, the Renaig say. But I cannot prove this. That is why I did not wish to voice these thoughts. I feel it, nothing more.
Ну
I
ладно.
must be going. Good day. My name is Desardet from the congregation. I've been told that someone dear to you has disappeared.
Yes, my little brother. He left to go fishing, like every day, and he did not return.
Your Donegad asked me to help you. Any information you can give me will be very useful.
This is true? I hope your words to be heartfelt. My insides are twisting in fear that my brother is lost.
Can you describe your brother for me?
He is young, rather tall and strong. The girls find him handsome.
Да, блин, опять это описание ни хера не дающее.
But he is wild off the tether, and often his curiosity gets him in trouble.
Can you tell me more precisely when he disappeared?
Ебать.
Where?
Мне
and under
браузер
what circumstances?
It was 2
исчез.
days past. I saw him leave to go fishing, as he was often to do.
And you cannot remember anything out of the ordinary?
No, he was full of joy, full of life. I am so worried about him.
Did your brother have any enemies?
No, I can't think of anyone who would plant strangleweeds in his garden. Perhaps a youthful rivalry. He didn't get along particularly well with the master hunter, but it was nothing serious.
Ну все ясно.
He did get into
Главный охотник любил ту тёлку, но она полюбила рыбака и решил от него избавиться.
It's still a lead. Was he close to anyone?
Но она это увидела, и он от нее избавился.
gloomy and more joyful
Умом.
than usual. Those
Умом.
are the signs of someone stricken with love. But he no longer wants to share secrets with me. He told me that he has grown beyond the shadow of his brother. And the birds in his branches are his.
What do you think most likely happened to him?
He could have come face to face with Tenlands. They've become angry of late. But he knew how to avoid them. He might have had a run-in with the Mindshakers as well. He got into a fight with them a while back. Because of a young girl in our village.
You think the missionaries might have sought vengeance?
I don't know. But he might have went to find them in their village. He bears no good feelings towards them.
I will go and see. Maybe they can tell me more. Did your brother know the other girl who disappeared?
Yes. It is because of that girl that he fought with the Mindshakers.
Could she be the source of his happiness of late?
I don't think so. They have been friends since they were little. She is promised to another.
A promise can be broken. And it might be the reason your brother has kept it secret.
Perhaps. But what would it matter? He would not have fled with her. Not without saying farewell.
Кстати, тоже вариант, они просто могли сбежать.
Tenlands.
They are beasts that live near water, rivers or coasts. In all our memories, only if you approach their nests do they anger and attack. But lately,
Yes, Katasak told me they attacked the villagers. Could you point me in the direction of their nest?
I know where to find one, but there are certainly more. My brother should not have left the village alone. But for a while now, he does not share my fears for him.
Could you tell me about the missionaries?
The Mindshakers. They came here to take us to a marvelous village. They said it was a perfect place, where all is shining in light, and where there is no danger.
Their words seem to have been to your liking.
A place full of peace is a dream. Here we must fight to survive, since the Tenlands have grown angry. And now, their stories of light are difficult to imagine. It seems like a beautiful place, though. But my brother fought with them. They gave trouble to a young girl, one of his friends. He told me that these Mindshakers were liars, that they were hurting the more innocent young. I don't really know what to think. If they took them, could you tell them to give them back? There is no fair trade for our children.
This story about the fight compels me to at least ask them some questions. I must be leaving. It seems our two missing youths were together here, No need for a seer to see that there must have been something more than friendship between them.
Декодирование видео в браузере, произошла ошибка. Ой. Так, Heroic и G2 выиграли, кстати, в третьей карты. В принципе, читаемо было. Так, врублю ББ-дачу, кстати, еще параллельно, а то хрена неизвестно. Так, ну дальше самый интересный матч, конечно. Конечно же, следим 15 глазами. Так, значит, что мы поняли? Что мы ничего не поняли? Так, починили оружие, найти логово. Так, поехали. Стихийные препараты. Да, вроде есть. У меня же есть. Стихийное зелье. Ярость тумана. Блин, нету. У меня есть стихийные ловушки на 4. А, не, вот стихийная бомба. А, вот прям сзади где-то. Я типа должен кинуть зелье, убить главаря, и все будет замечательно. Так, где проход-то вообще?
Given the presence of the Tenlins in this clearing, there must be a nest not far from here. The dominant one only came out at dawn. I should come back later. It is dawn, the ideal moment. I must kill the dominant one before destroying him. Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Ты чё встал? Колдуй давай. А где главарь? Хм. Подождите, по-моему, здесь был глава где-то, не? Ладно, будем считать, что это выполнилось. Так, найти пропавших товарищей. А тут типа... А, тут тоже побазарить, что ли, надо? Так, ну я понял, что у меня Twitch не будет работать нормально. Я тогда включу Navi Falcons. Ну как включу? Хера это не включу. Ну ладно. Ну да, тут еще побазарить придется постоять.
Do you have any news? Do you know where my sister is?
Not yet, but I've not given up the search.
А нахер мне тут это?
Was
Ну-ка.
your sister
Про
fond of the
отношения,
young
видимо.
fisherman who also
Что-то, видимо, важно.
disappeared by any chance?
They have known each other since they were little. Like all the children of the
Все дети
village,
дружат.
they have always been friends.
Only friends?
Yes. He defended her when the Mindshakers wanted to take her, but she is promised to another.
The brother of the young fisherman told me that he suspected him to be in love. And it started with the story of the fight.
He defended her because he has heart and because she is his friend. But she was promised. If the boy had a sweetheart, then it must be another young girl.
Тайнах ее сестры. Не хватает. Ну, наставить, наверное, не
Listen,
поможет.
I really need to know everything that can help me find your sister. Hiding something, anything, will only make me lose time.
I have told you everything that I can. Bring her back to me. Please
No, no.
do this.
This wouldn't be the first person to break their engagement now, would it? Only the enlightened can judge such
Пролет
things.
камеры.
But if she wanted to flee with this young man,
She never would have done such a thing without telling me. You understand nothing of who we are.
Ну да, надо это.
I must leave now.
Надо это. Так, ну пойдем тогда сюда. Возможно. Подожди, у меня на 20 уровне что будет даваться? Просто навык? Да. Оказывается, тут интуиция только на 21 дается. Это печально. Возможно, можно забить хер и пойти выполнять другой квест, чтобы делать 21. Но что-то не очень я вижу в этом смысла. Блин, нафига вы их задели?
We are near water, in the area the fisherman's brother mentioned. A nest must be close to here.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
Things are about to get dicey! Storm, the ideal moment. I must kill the dominant one before destroying the nest. Things are about to get dicey!
Жестко. Так, это с проповедниками побазарить надо еще. Это что, в мрачном логове, типа? Или это вот так можно обойти? Ну-ка побазарим, она ближе просто.
Good day. I'm the legate of the congregation of merchants on this isle. Might I ask you a few questions?
Of course. Our allies from the continent are always welcome among us. What do you want to know?
Что вы тут делаете вообще?
Could you tell me what your mission here is?
We must return these lost souls to the light and guide them so that they might receive the revelation. We have constructed the perfect village, Eden, where they might discover peace. In this protected paradise, they can receive divine teachings and join the illuminated, chosen people.
Ну, короче, как всегда.
Have you heard about the Tenlin attacks on the village?
I didn't know those creatures were given that name, but yes, we have heard talk about the attacks. We offered them our help and some comfort in their most difficult hour.
In exchange for some inspiring conversation, I suppose.
Of course. These horrible
Да,
beasts
of
have
course,
most certainly
такая
been
довольная
sent
прям.
by the demons of this isle. To chase only a few away would be of no use. If they truly desire peace, they must see the
Может,
light.
это вы их
You haven't been
нагоняете?
victim of these attacks?
On occasion, yes. But thanks to the Illuminated, we were able to chase them away with little effort.
You seem to assert that the attacks of these Tenlins is somehow linked to the demons on the isle. Whereas these are creatures that the natives have always known. They nest beside them.
These are familiar beasts, but hasn't anyone informed you that their patterns have changed? These creatures have been riled up by the demons of the island, who have come to realize we are near victory. Sending them against these poor people, they maintain them in a state of fear and obedience to their shaman healer. There is only one way to truly make these attacks cease, my child. Convert these people. Defeat these demons.
Да, да,
The
да.
Denegad of this village wishes for you to depart. You disturb the tranquility of their
Рассказывай,
village.
сиди тут.
And you expect us to obey him? Haven't you understood that he is a servant of the island's demons?
Ну, это тоже,
To
кстати,
leave would be to
отчасти
abandon
правда.
the simplistic souls of all those that follow him, ceding victory to the demons. No, my child. We will not leave this place until the light shines over every dwelling.
Уйти, попросить уйти. Так, ну ладно, это бесполезно будет все равно, они
Find some
упоротые слишком.
leverage if we want to force these missionaries to leave. Perhaps searching through. One more thing.
Yes?
А, тут прям
I
так,
must go.
извините. То есть я не могу здесь погулять, походить. Хотя тут есть что-то. Так, ну нам надо... Блин, даже костра нет. А вот сюда надо, а тут идти. С ума сойдешь. Так, тут аж 3 очка надо, да? А тут что дают? Бесплатно больше количество ударов. Ну, вообще я бы это копил бы, сидел. Еще навыка. Ладно, я пока не буду ничего качать. Попробую лучше покопить немножко. Это что за полоска? Мужики, вы чё тут? Ой, ловушки ставлю вместо этого. Ой, это хорошо, сейчас долбануло. Ой, блядь, больно. Ну-ка, может, этим будет больнее бить. 378. Чуть не, это 400 наносит. Ай, блядь. Вот это Dark Souls, конечно, сильный, блин. Ай, блядь. Ой, не то выпил, блядь. Я не вернулся. Бля, дед, ты можешь его дотыкать уже, нет? Бля, дед бесполезный, стоит, что-то рукой машет ему. Рок короля лесу 150 сюда. Ну, нормально, просто на босса наткнулись чисто. Помесили его. Но меч, конечно, нужен уже посолиднее для боссов. Что там за терраса выпало? Слабенько. Так, вообще мы шли не за этим, но случайно наткнулись. О, костерок. Так, сумка. Топор нам не нужен, рапира нам тоже не нужна. Все сложим, чтобы не мешалось. Так, тут у нас две одинаковых керасы. Тоже можно убрать. Это носим просто, чтобы было. Медальон не нужен. Хлам. Нет, хлам мы не отдадим. Я думаю, мы его продадим потом сразу. А, его улучшать нельзя. Тут что, фисурон стоит? А что я могу вообще поставить? Глушение так-то можно долбануть. Или пробивание брони аж на 20. О, это, кстати, классно. Же нет больше ничего для пробивания. Да, вот это поставлю. Да. 80%, 80 на пробивание. Когда тут всего 14. О. Револьверчиком чисто сносить нормально будет. Так, матч в лайве, кстати. Сейчас мы тогда тут поляну изучим. Что это? Полная ягод, пацаны. Кто вот примерно так же полную корзину ягод собирает? Я вас поздравляю. А что, так было реально сложно текстурку сделать глиномесиво из ягод? Капец, блин. Так. Матч в лайве. Так, все, включил счет. Я надеюсь, он будет обновляться хотя бы немножко. А что он сказал? Я просмотрел все в итоге. А, типа по следам идти. Ну да, вот кровавые следы какие-то есть. А, ну в пещеру, очевидно. Да, поехали. Сейчас мы всем тут люлей надаем. Че, она огромная, нет? А, да, она одноэтажная, это уже достижение. Точнее, это уже проще. Тут невозможно забраться, но мы тут, видимо, выйдем потом в конце. Ага, вот и наши товарищи.
Judging by his clothing, he was a missionary. The two others are more recent, a man and a woman. Our missing couple, no doubt. They were dragged here and devoured alive. What a tragic fate.
Не получилось. Ну-ка, 15. Бам, 106. Ну, нормально. Это явно лучше, чем 15. Ай, больно. У пацанчиков лучше получается, конечно. Капец, а вообще броню ему не сносит как будто. 106 нанес, он ничего не... Красава, мужики, что без меня справились. Так, Геларис, будь осторожен, когда будешь загонять белого Тенлана в пещеру. Это свирепая тварь, другие твари ей подчиняются. Они же многие загрыз, постарайся не стать следующим. А, ну окей, это из-за них все и произошло, да? Так, смотреть, смотреть. И взорвать. В смысле? Бля, у меня эти кончились банки, я же их выкинул. Правильно я понимаю? Так, они... Подожди, магическая бомба. Это не то, да? Блядь, я не могу, да, крафтить, типа. Без станков-то. Бля, я все на босса потратил, потому что, ну, блин, ну как без босса-то? Ладно, пойдем пробежим, потом вернемся. Что Что тут просто интересного еще может быть? Блин, а я что-то и не подумал. Так, нравится 2-0 ведут пока. Но это пока. По сундучела. Ну, какие-то вяленькие шмотки. Хотя у них хорошие эти статы. По сопротивлениям всяким, но... Ну, увы. Да, и нам предлагают сразу здесь повернуть. Спрыгнуть. Соло. Так, мне нужен стол. Как назло. Они, наверное, респавнятся, скорее всего, или нет? Так, просто вперед все. А, вон вижу. Так, давайте по кустам пройдемся, а то сейчас эти заметят еще биться с ними. О, отдают, кстати, на раунд. 2 в 2 не выиграли на бомбе. Увы. Так, вот стихийная ловушка. Мощная херня, поэтому возьмем побольше. Все, идем уничтожать. Так, ну вроде все мертвые лежат. Бум. А, ну даже бы не продолжилось, кстати. Ну, в принципе, логично. Тем временем полуровня остается. Ну, кстати, если бы нам что-то сказали, то нам, в принципе, это не помогло, так 2 трупа мы нашли. То есть узнали бы мы там что-то секретное, не узнали, не сильно роляло. Так, здесь, кстати, еще одно логово. Пойдем сразу заберем. Оно вроде близко. Раз баночки я побольше сделал. Так, по-моему, это немножко не то, ну ладно. Ай, больно. Так, пацаны, я надеюсь, вы там справляетесь. Ну да, неплохо. Блин, ну... Идите сюда, нахер вы в угол загнали, он вне зоны из-за этого оказался. Окей, я тут буду стоять. Я вышел, видимо, за границу обитания его. А так он типа я тут, и как бы его бить можно. Вот они его там бьют нормально так. На меня никто не обращает внимания, все прекрасно. Я отсюда не попаду, наверное. Да, все нормально. А, это квест, кстати, дополнительный. Но я таки подумал. Естественно, ни хера не выпало.
The hunter told me that I would find a nest in this area. I need a bit of practice.
Подожди, а как мне переходить здесь? А, вон мост. А, ты уже окочурился. Ну вот. Ой. Так, Навичу взяли себе 4-й, но сразу отдали 2-й.
The dominant one only came out at dawn. I should come back later. It is dawn. The idea. I must kill the dominant one before destroying the nest. The third nest is destroyed. The master hunter will be relieved to hear it, I'm sure.
А чё у них тут, кстати? А, здесь камень навыков забирал. Я тут был, конечно, чтоб я все забрал. Так, но в итоге мы, короче, все сделали, правильно я понимаю? Подожди, а вот тут шарик где? Шарик. Ага. Подожди, а чё я этому не отдам? Подожди. Вот этому-то. А, тут восстановить здоровье, а тут магии. А, у него типа не хватает очков даже у него не хватает. Ну-ка, а если у тебя меч взять? Уже ловкость 3. Вот, возьми пока вот это. А я себе возьму вот это. А, у меня ловкости нет. Все, понял. А, могу их ветку посмотреть? Нет, ветка только моя. Так, подожди, все на место вернуть. Что там не... Или обратно? Нет, не обратно не поставил. Че, у меня ловкость 3, и потом вот эту херню у него забрать. А то что-то он слишком у меня херивший. Так, ну здесь пусть будет лучше. О, шляпу, кстати, хорошую можно на него напилить. Подожди, 23-20, а у меня что стоит? А, 44-26. Тяжело. Фу. Подожди, а у вас тут нет продавцов, что ли? А, халтура. Нафиг все сделал.
Well, Onolmanawi, have you found my brother?
I found him, but I'm truly sorry your brother is dead.
May the earth welcome him. I felt it. How did it come to pass? He knew every stone on our lands. It couldn't have been an accident.
He had a liaison with a young girl from the village. They would meet in a clearing, and they must have forgotten the hour. Night took them by surprise, and a tenlin crossed their path. I found both of them in the cavern of the beast.
How terrible. Why did he go to see the girl in secrecy? They could have... I must recover his body. To give it up to the earth, as is our custom. Where is it?
With the body of the girl he loved, in a cavern near the clearing. But it is a dangerous place. Other tenlins might still be roaming there, though I did kill quite a few.
I have a duty owed to my little brother. Thank you, Onolmanawi. I will not forget this.
I must be leaving.
Подожди, а охотнику ничего не надо говорить, разве? Он же как бы тоже вроде должен знать, что я всех там победил. Теперь ему не надо ничего делать. Ну-ка, давай.
May the beasts answer your calling, Onolmanawi. You are a brave hunter. The village will at last find peace.
А, ну он так это знает теперь. Ну ладно. Так, Лам, пойдем, мадемуазель, расстроим.
Do you have any news? Do you know where my sister is?
Там в пещере гниет уже.
Yes. I'm truly very sorry.
Oh no. Nah. Sir Tonsidag, please do not tell me that she is dead.
I found her body in the lair of the great tenlin, not far from the clearing.
But how could she have been surprised by the beasts? She knew the danger.
She went out to meet the young fisherman. The time must have flown by, into the night. I'm
Трахались там все.
We found them both dead.
I must bring her body back to carry out the rite.
You should not go alone. I killed as many as I could, but it would be better to be prudent.
I shall follow your counsel, Onolmanawi. 2 deaths are enough. Thank you.
Вон, берете там этого
Thank you.
второго чела, охотника. Плюс 2 сюда. Так, а что, все? Это весь квест? А, мы еще сюда не сходили. Нам же надо сюда, да? Или не надо, что-то. Подожди, квест. Судьба. Ну да, вот. Так надо сделать. Идем прогонять бездарей. Так, ну, кстати, Нави очень хорошо идут на Эншенте. Я так понимаю, пикали все-таки не они. Потому что Эншент Нави не пикают вроде. Хотя нет, пикают, что не пикают. Я наношу 15 урона, и богу. Да е-мое. И проще подождать, пока их будет бить этот. Просто Курт этот бьет, и все нормально. Давай! Курт, да уби, да уби. Короче, надо ловкость прокачать, забрать у него меч и радоваться жизни. Бля, подожди, у него реально столько брони пробивает? У меня вот 14 всего. А сколько у него? Какие у него 14? Что за херня? А у тебя сколько? А у тебя просто магический урон. Ничего не весит. Непонятно. То есть у персонажа просто залочено на то, что у него большой урон, типа. Видимо, я не знаю. Точнее, небольшой урон, а у него очень легко проходит этот урон. Восемь 2. Че, Нави, 10-2 будет, не? Так, ну чё, бездари.
Yes?
Текайте
I
отсюда.
fought against a great number of Tenlands. One that was quite spectacular. Great white beast. Its mere presence seemed to aggravate the others, attract them and make them aggressive.
A beast sent by the demons, no doubt. But
Stop taking me for a fool. We also found a journal detailing your vicious plan. I have only one piece of advice to give you. Leave, and quickly. Or the
Запугали.
will learn every detail of your manipulations.
we shall be leaving as soon as possible. But let it be known that you are abandoning all of these poor souls to damnation.
Как
You
скажешь.
should be more concerned about your own soul, sister. People have died by your fault. The nests are destroyed, and with the death of the White Tenland, the attacks should cease. And we were even able to convince the missionaries to leave. Katasak should be willing to follow us now. Let's go and find him.
Да, блин, опять бежать, что ли? Да ё, как ты попасть? Туда-сюда бегу, как дебил, блин. О. Ой, извините. Вы тут обедаете, я пойду лучше. Блин, Нави что-то сегодня прям хорошо идут. Ну, у них бывает такое. Они либо херово начинают и идут, только потом разгоняются. Либо сначала идут под хорошо, а потом уже начинают херни творить. Так, где этот шаман? Или кто он там? Нам нужна твоя жижа. А, ну все, типа я от того отказался. Ну, типа, те так живут, ни хера не делают. А этим, типа, насрать вроде как. Может, из них что выйдет.
See from your face that you were victorious.
Indeed, I put the White Tenland down, who was enraging his kind, and destroyed their nests. The attack should no longer trouble you. As for the missionaries, we were able to convince them to leave, although they were not willing to reveal their involvement in the attacks that caused you such harm.
And so they were in some way responsible. I had my suspicions, but I could not see their reasons.
They brought a particularly large beast here that attracted and enraged the others.
This is what provoked the attacks and brought on our despair. These people have blood on their hands.
In the end, we found the missing young ones, but alas, it was too late. Devoured by wild beasts.
And divorced to your end. You did well on Almanawi. Now they shall be able to find the rest.
Will you agree to accompany me now? My cousin needs your help.
I have packed what is needed. I am ready to journey with you.
Поехали. Так, 3-9, кстати, первая половина. Нави сейчас будет атаковать. Или к себе идет первым, это удивительно. Этому все хуже. Ему недолго осталось, судя по его виду.
It'll be the death of me. I can't control my body. It's like being a stranger in a marionette set ablaze.
Этот Ворон будет что-то делать вообще, нет? Он посходит, смотрит что-то.
The moment's growing near, isn't it? Am I about to surrender my ghost to the Reaper of Souls? You pop in just when you're needed, cousin, as always.
Я привел.
Who are you? size.
Your cousin is burning.
That is such a relief.
Let
No,
me
that-
present Katisach, Constantine. He is the greatest healer on the island. He will help you.
Please.
Ну или убьет до конца
I
уже.
am here for you, Rnaxe, and I will not leave until I found a way to ease your pain and suffering. Fill your mind with the patience of the ocean. I know not
Спокойствие
how much
океана.
time I will need. I've never seen such a sickness. The spirits of your lands must be quite horrendous to cast down such evils upon the peoples that live there.
Да, по-любому.
Thank you. Thank you, cousin. I don't want to imagine my plight without your intervention.
Так. Ну окей, типа хилит. А где мои балбесы? А он стоит. Че, может, что-то расскажешь там интересного, не
My
знаю.
dear cousin, come closer and tell me what brings you.
Constantine, is it true? Are
Ты
you in
про...
great pain?
Что,
This
блядь?
sickness is horrible, believe me. Now I understand what your mother went through. But you have not come to hear my complaints. Speak. It will give me something else to ponder.
How are relations with our allies?
Oh, they bow and scrape, and they regularly assure me of their unwavering friendship, so that they can better try to convince me to embrace their point of view, and only theirs. Thélème wants to convert me, and the Alliance assures me that only they will allow us to benefit from progress. They're a bunch of old foxes, but they take me for a young, brainless rabbit. The only thing they really want is to increase their influence on this island, with our help.
Ну да. Ладно, ничего интересного тут не расскажет.
Goodbye, Constantine.
Look out for yourself.
Давай, быбы. Па-па-па. Так, вы ничего не скажете, но...
Do you need something?
I must leave you. See you later.
Glad to see you, my friend. Can I do anything for you?
Have you ever heard about the Darcys before?
No, I had not. As you know, there are many noble families in Serene, and there was a time when a lot of them had to give a child to the Nobles.
I'm certain that they would be very proud to see that their son is now a famous captain.
Так, подлизываемся.
Once we're taken away from our homes, we become anonymous. The nobility see the Naughts as nothing more than a necessary evil. We are no longer their children. Did you want anything else?
What did you think of your brother? Meeting him in such circumstances must have been upsetting.
I had high expectations for this encounter. I was naively hoping for some emotional reunion, and I found myself in front of a conceited and selfish idiot.
Ладно,
While
вот
it was
херню выберем.
disappointing, this encounter must have allowed you to assert yourself and sweep your regrets away.
This is true, and I'm very grateful to you for it. You helped me and accompanied me in a period of doubt. Thanks to you, I feel like myself. It's a service I will not forget. Did you want anything else?
Мува плюс 2. Короче, тут можно набить ачивку, чтобы замутить, видимо. Ну, вот, как говорится, мы... Как говорится, его дед... Это, да.
What do the Naughts tattoos
Что за
mean?
татуировки-то?
The first tattoo we get indicates whether we're sea-born or sea-given. The rest of them tell our story. They tell of everything we've been through, our rank, but also the storms we've sailed through.
What do yours mean?
That I am a sea-given, that I sailed through a hurricane when I was but a simple sailor, that I performed several voyages as a captain without losing a single man. Does my entire curriculum really interest you?
It's important to me that I get to know you better.
I'm flattered, but There are other ways to do so than questioning me, you know. Did you want anything else?
I must leave you.
Ладно, я не попал. Ну, короче, мы не будем тут заниматься, нафиг надо. Так, что у нас эти? О, нам взяли пистолетку, но проиграли пистолетом в следующий же раунд. Кажись. Минус 4 по диглам. 1 вандерфул, 1 в 3. Но времени уже нет. Так, у нас остался один квест по... Один основной квест, и у нас куча квестов здесь висит. Я думаю, надо ими заняться, потому что... Почему нет? Победить в 5-м бою. Блин, ну в соло победить сложно, потому что я вообще никого не бью. Я, наверное, пока это отложу все равно. Панда. Это мы не выполним просто. Это подождет. Ну да, ладно, вот контрабанду мне заинтересовало немножко. А где выход? Так, мне бы еще продать все, а то я бегаю с этим, с ненужным хламом. Welcome. Так, продать. Это все продаю. Так, шляпу продаю. Тут я что продаю? Ничего же не продаю. Только это. Но все равно силу воли не качну никогда. Блин, или же не, жалко что-то. Потом продам. Минус рога. Что можно купить, кстати? Бля, ловкость 3 надо прям вот следующим просто качать. Я смотрю. Хотя тут все равно пробивание брони вообще отсутствует. Вот тут только есть. Но это тяжелая херня. А, вот тут есть, кстати. И оглушение сильное. Блин, вот это мощный меч так-то. На него можно навесить еще какой-нибудь херни. И вообще всех разносить. Да, куплю просто, чтобы было.
What can I pour for you?
Так, купить бутыль, просить, сейчас прошу. Ну, это мы все знаем. Да, по квесту, окей.
And he sends you? Damn. I didn't think a legate would act in person, but it's nice to see that our problems are taken seriously. I'll explain.
Стараемся.
Alcohol has been scarce in New Serene for quite some time. Our suppliers in the town are constantly victims of theft, to the point that they're no longer able to supply taverns. I could have managed if my monthly delivery from the continent had arrived as planned, but customs seized my goods.
Did they give you a reason?
Conservative seizure, they said. Time to check that everything is in order.
Да, конечно, сами все выживали уже.
They can't return my goods because they've been
Ну, я же сказал.
Can you believe it? If even customs are getting robbed, what hope do we have?
Huh. This is all rather suspicious. Don't worry. I'll go and see these customs officers and get this cleared up.
Да, они все в сраме сожрали просто и все. Очевидно же. Типа, и 3. Алкашка привезли, еду привезли. Жалование хреновое. Ну вот, давай, как говорится, воспользуемся моментами и должностными преимуществами, так сказать. Взяли все и сожрали. Ну, очевидно же. И тем временем Нави пока летят.
Desarde, I'm the legate of the merchant congregation. I've been told of some issues with customs. I would like some clarification.
I'm listening, Your Excellency.
Так, подожди, сейчас раунд закончится 2 в 2. Джел Алексей Би против Сан-Паюса и Бороса. Когда Борос, кстати, 3-13 идет. Уже 14. И тут, кажется, 11 раунд все-таки. Для Нави. Ну, то тем временем 6-11. О, Тарсан, здорово, Актемыч. Актемыч. Тут заходил бывший модератор. Сломал мне камеру, и мне пришлось стрим аж перезапускать. Прикалываешь, какой он противный. Сейчас все работает.
Yes, it's possible. We seize cargo sometimes to verify that all taxes to the town have been paid.
Randomly, without a prior formal order.
No, I don't know. Perhaps we received a complaint. That happens sometimes.
I suppose all entries are noted in your records.
Naturally, but I assure you that we only do our job. It was all routine.
Okay.
I was informed that customs was robbed.
Yes, these thieves have quite the nerve. Someone even stole personal belongings this time. Since then, I've put all important things in the chest, but I lost the key. Probably on my way here.
Let me summarize. You have confiscated some goods, perhaps because of a report, but you're not
Что-то не договаривает,
Then
падла.
that same cargo was stolen from you.
А он
along
сундук,
with
кажется,
other
на фоне
goods in your
стоит.
custody.
Exactly, Your Excellency.
You are either the worst customs officer I've met or the biggest liar.
Listen, Your Excellency, I made a mistake. It's true, I should not have ordered this seizure. In fact, it was late and counting the crates would have taken me hours. I decided to postpone it. In the meantime, the goods were stolen. It's unfortunate, but I'm not useless.
You haven't even informed the authorities of this robbery. This is all rather suspicious, Officer Auric. So I think it's necessary to conduct this inspection with a search.
Please,
Ну, я говорю, сам все сожрал и все.
I'm sure the contents of this chest would be very informative. Maybe we should go to the docks to see if we could find the key that this scatterbrain has lost.
А что тут? А, тут взлом тройной, да? Подожди, а у меня какая броня надета? А, так у меня броня на науку надета. Блин. Увы. Этого мне тоже не хватает. Так, а что у меня задание висит на нем? Почему? Да, потому что надо выяснить, что он скрывает. Я могу вам просто так сказать же.
So, were you satisfied with your inspection, sire?
То есть дать либо бабла, либо аж 3 херни. Да ну тебя нахер. А, вон я уже вижу. Меточка-то висит. Там кто-то стоит, бухает. А, вот то все уже. А, ты ключ нашелся. Блин, что тут встали все? Свалите нахрен с дороги. Встали, блин. Сижу, ДЗ делать надо, а мне лень пиздец. А мне диплом делать надо. А мне страшно аж... Как оно? Слово забыл нафиг. Очень страшно. Аж до пота. Точно тебя начали камеру север ворот. Постарайся объяснить, почему ты допустил ошибку во время недавней операции. Будет уже видеть, тебя наказать. Все такие люди такие. А, ну ему угрожают, короче.
So, were you satisfied with your inspections, sire?
Absolutely. I found this letter in your chest. The signature on it seemed very interesting.
I was sure I'd lost the key. I will explain.
Ну, короче, взятка бы не помогла, раз ему угрожают, в
And
принципе.
it's been like this for months. I am forced
Вряд ли
to
дети
pull
стоят
off
100
all
монет.
kinds of tricks in order to settle an old debt.
Egon.
Yes, sir. Either I do what he says, or I lose my children. I've already
А
paid
Херли,
off my
хорошая
debt
такая, да.
100-fold,
Поставка
and he
бабла.
retains his hold over me. And now I have no choice but to obey when he asks me to divert larger shares of cargo.
А чё у тебя за
Could you help me
домашка-то?
identify him?
I'd like to, but I've never met him. He gives me his instructions in writing, or sends his men. He wrote the letter you found, or at least I think he did.
I plan to put an end to this individual's activities, so anything you can tell me will be useful.
I hope you manage it, Your Excellency. For the sake of my children.
Хоть
Maybe
моих
you
детей.
could come to the meeting he's
Как
arranged
звучит.
tonight.
Do you think he will come in person?
I don't know. This is the first time I've received a notice like this. I fear he'll punish me for arousing the innkeeper's suspicions. He doesn't let anything get past him, you know.
Very well, I will come. If only to avoid you paying the
I will
price for your
come.
stupidity.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I'll meet you at the North Gate in the evening.
No offense to our new friend. I'm not sure this Egon will come in person. I'd be surprised if he'd bother moving just to lecture a small fry in his business.
Так, как оно тут? А, ну да, лучше через сюда. Русский или тралгебра? Так, вот про алгебры, конечно, да, вот изи может быть. Как это? Объясню профессионально. 10 рублей только за... Надо же окупать свои эти возможности, это как его? Не акушерство, как его правильно? Не операторство тоже. Репетиторство, о, вспомнил. Сидеть с другом нельзя. Это самое печальное, конечно, да, это очень печально. Ну, сядь за девчонкой какой-нибудь там, так, профессионально можешь это. Хотя не, рано еще, наверное. Нет, тогда не надо. Порисуй в тетрадке там, на полях. Косички вот эти. Или что-нибудь другое. Да, я слово забылся. Так, ты? Чи не ты? А, это вон же стоит. Ну, пошли. Скорее всего, придем первыми. Ну, спрячемся тогда. Ну. Да. У меня есть вон Курт, который меч сделал мощный вообще. Просто меч типа на 300 урона и 10 на пробитие брони. Пока броню не снесешь, ни хрена это не выйдет. А вот у Курта выходит, он просто сквозь броню пробивает. Поэтому профессионально всех трахнет, тысячу. Тренировать навыки. Кушерство. Не, спасибо. Не надо. Не очень хочется, извините. Так, это мы типа спрятались, да? Опа! Аж голова в стену ушла. Нормально. Да, друг мой. Людвиг, нифига себе.
Let me explain. I wanted to do well. I was just a little rushed and...
Silence, fool! Not only have you been so clumsy with your handling that the quartermaster was informed, but in addition, you dared to plot with his legate, a noble that has already cost us
про нас уже прознали.
no longer love your children, Alric. You want us to get rid of them? Is that it?
No, Mr. Egon, I beg you. Don't hurt them. I didn't have a choice. The legate came for an inspection, but I didn't tell him anything. I swear.
It's a shame, Ulrich. Egon loved you, but would replace you with someone else soon enough. Someone smarter. Get rid of him. I don't want to hear from this little roach any longer. As for me, I'm leaving for Hikmet. Try to be discreet. This legate doesn't seem willing to...
Так, внимание, сейчас будет
We're committed to protecting this.
славянский зажим эмиссаром.
Help him, we will probably lose track of our man. I swear, I didn't betray you. I'll give you everything you want. But let me in this battle. For pity's sake, save me.
А чё один дергаюсь, я не понял. Ай, бля. Бля, они этого убили уже. Охереть, я ни этого не спас, ни этого не догнал. А вы чё, гондоны, там стоите где-то сверху? Пиздец, блять. Суки, стоите, блять, тут. Бесполезные. Бля, я и то проебал, и это проебал. Профессионально. Ну, то есть я мог, в принципе, побежать за тем, но этого бы убили. Либо по логике я должен был сейчас спасти этого хотя бы. Но в итоге у меня ни то не получилось. Да. Печаль. Так, а что мне... А, ТП надо сделать. Я ж могу от тебя телепортироваться? Да, он хочет за это бабки. Зачем мне брать бабки, когда у меня есть костер бесплатный? Ходит на вписки, ходит, ебет. А, ну, была у нас такая, да. У нас такая одноклассница была. Уже жениться, замуж уже выходила, уже развелась там. Чисто, ё-моё. Куда спешат, непонятно. Ну, это хотят, пожалуйста. А что, сундук все еще третий, да? Да. Как же тут пролагивается? Так, что-то продать можно. Ничего. Блин, 11-11 Нави не могут, блин, в атаке нормально раунда взять. Бездари. Все Нави отдают карту, кажется. Ёкарный бабай. Какие же бездари. Ну как можно было выигрывать 3-9 и уже 11-12 проигрывать? Ну как? Ну как? Скажите мне на милость, а? Так, туда. Так, не туда. Так, мужики, как проходить, я забыл. Эй. Сколько же гениально.
Hello, can I get you anything?
Why don't you have much to drink?
Our supplies are dry, and deliveries are slow. I'm terribly sorry. This is the first time.
Трезвый бар, бар,
But it's the
проверяй.
problem of living on an island. We depend on the boats, even if some are better than others.
What do you mean?
Nothing important. In the last few days, I've met several completely drunk savages. They stumble around town, barely able to stand. I swear to you, it's awful.
Strange indeed. Islanders don't exactly appreciate Hikmet, so why would they come here to get drunk? Do you remember where you saw them?
It wasn't too far from the tavern, but I don't spend much time in those neighborhoods.
Очень понятно. Поехали. Ты кто? Я полезная информация. Вообще, конечно, удивительно встретить здесь островитянина, так еще и пьяного. Дави проиграли карту, лидируя на 3-9 без 3.
I haven't seen many islanders in Hikmet, especially not totally drunk ones.
Lions are not so bad. So, is that all you wanted to say?
Так, ты где алкашку взял?
Where did you get the alcohol from?
Читать, да плевать вообще на него.
In the strange house at the town entrance. They call it the dispensary. They say it's a place where they take care of you. But the only thing they take care of is thirst. There's a bold irony who says he's called Captain. He's the boss of that house.
A dispensary where alcohol is distributed to the islanders. What for?
Alcohol is a strange poison, my child. Because those who fall under its power consume it under their own free will. They become dependent and lose all power. Just the type of thing
Раздача на спавне. Капец, Нави умудрились проиграть, блядь, с 3-9. Ну, это самое обидное, кстати. Сейчас будет... Возможно, сейчас будет не возвращение и 2-0, в принципе.
Coin guards, obviously from the Egon gang.
On your way. There's nothing for a highness here.
Не пойду.
Thanks for the advice.
Чё?
On your way. There's nothing for a highness here.
I see. Thanks for the advice.
Так, я что-то прослушал или что? Надо типа крадется сделать. Так, фонарик вырубим. Типа мы такие скрытные. Так, спиздили ботинок, нормально.
This is the man we saw at the quarry. We must stop him.
Чел видит спиной. Проверяй. Так, а что мне делать? Как мне это пройти? Ах, подожди, у меня, по-моему, было зелье. Зелье магии сильное. Вот, умана. О. Ладно, не получилось, короче. Ай, бля. Маслину поймал. А ты заколебал стрелять в меня. Че, думаешь, тоже стрелять не умеешь, что ли? Знаете, вам яду закину. Хорош, пацан.
What am I accused of? We saw you order the death of the customs officer Alric. You are responsible for his death. You are heading for the gallows. Unless you give us information about your criminal organization.
I won't say a word. I won't give you anyone. I'd rather die.
If you really thought so, we would not be talking. You will be taken to New Serene. Manfred will know how to make you talk.
Блин, даже трупы не дали залутать. А что в домике? Можно зайти? Нет? Ой, извините. Извините. Чихнули. Ну, стелс был профессиональный, конечно. Что у нас? А, еще побазарить надо сбегать. Буду, спасибо. Так. Надо бы как-то зайти вот сюда. Заходим. Так, сейчас мне должны 21 левел дать к 100. Кому вдруг интересно, они дадут 21 уровень. И там я могу что-то вкачаться. Подожди, а тут у нас типа палка, да? Я не могу просто по палке пройти, потому что какой-то энергичности не хватает. Просто упасть и подняться сложно, видимо.
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
Was the captain we arrested transferred to you?
Yes. And we began to question him. It appears that he was paid by Governor Burren. The governor tasked him with weakening the natives as much as possible in order to muzzle the rebellion. They were trying to poison the natives with alcohol, but they needed a lot to do it. Their entire smuggling operation revolved around that.
Did you contact the governor?
Yes. He sent us a letter apologizing, saying he didn't know he was dealing
Ой,
with
да
criminals.
рассказывай.
It was accompanied by a letter of marque to compensate the merchants who suffered.
Сразу откупаться начался, да?
Which doesn't mean that he will abandon these despicable methods. Is there any news on Egon? We're no longer certain it's even a person.
Even though that name might refer to the organization, someone must be leading it. And that's who we have to stop. Alas, for now, the captain doesn't want to tell us any more. So the interrogation continues. We're waiting for answers on that point.
Мы ждем
I
ответов.
need your help in another case.
I'm listening.
The Admiral sent us a
Опять помощь
furiously
нужна.
worded letter. One of their ships was commandeered by our troops. They accused the San Mateus garrison. But I know Herbert is quartermaster. He's an honest man. I'm not saying that the Admiral is lying to us, but I don't understand what could have happened. Whatever the case may be, the Admiral is threatening to refuse all transportation.
Это проблема жесткая.
This will not only hurt the Guard, but also all the nations that employ us. We need someone diplomatic, able to piece this whole story together. Can I count on you?
Yes. I will go see Admiral Cabral and try to understand what happened.
Кто оглох? Извините. Так, что у нас, значит? Навыка 2, но мне надо 3. Талант. Ну, взлом я не очень хочу качать. Блин, харизму так-то бы долбануть. Подожди, я могу типа на 3 качнуть? Что? Почему здесь плюс стоит? Вообще бы интуицию долбануть. Или харизма. И лучше еще ремесло качнуться. Ладно, качну интуицию просто. Это у нас на следующем. Здесь мне надо качнуть ловкость, по-моему, да? Да. Так, нам дали еще один квест. Неудивительно. Неудивительно. Ну давай, ладно. Раздали. Сразу можно пойти выполнить.
Oh, it's a great pleasure to see you again at the forge.
Так, а что, кстати, можно повесить сюда? А, наплечники только. Тридцать плюс 6. 24, 12. 17, 17, кстати. Если можно либо где-то побольше, где-то поменьше, да? Ну давай вот 18, 17 долбанем. Так, у меня сейчас типа наука, да, стоит. Энергичность, кстати, дает. Ну ладно. Мне кажется, я зря качнул, потому что, скорее всего, скоро найду что-то лучше. Я не хотел падать, он прыгнул. Не хотел прыгать, а он прыгнул. Так, мать, что за приколы тут?
Manfred, the quartermaster of New Serene Garrison, told me that he'd received a letter from you. Was one of your ships hijacked by the guard?
The Trident and its crew were commandeered by the San Mateus garrison. Commandeered? We will not let ourselves be threatened by these land pirates. The Guard has no idea who it is dealing with. I've already sent several of our warships to board the Trident and release its crew. The Guards taken on board shall be given no quarter.
I understand, Admiral, but Quartermaster Manfred was as surprised as you to hear this news. That's why he asked me to investigate. The Guard never gave the order for such an operation.
So these mercenaries do not even know how to manage their men?
Okay.
Remarkable. We will not deal with the Guard until Manfred cleans up his ranks. No more of these hireling thugs will set foot on my ships. The nobles will just have to do without their bodyguards.
I will tell them, Admiral, and know that I am fully aware of the problems that caused this act of piracy. Not only for the Guard, but for all the nations on this island. I will do everything to find those responsible.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I will eagerly await your news. Anything else?
I need to be going. Until we meet again, Admiral. The Admiral knows that we can't do anything without the force of the Guard. By prohibiting them from transport, she is putting everyone at risk, leaving us to take care of the problem.
If only I could get my hands on the bunch of idiots who did such a stupid thing.
Подожди, а у меня задание это... А, нет. Окей. Думал, опять задание перетыкался. Перетыкался. Да, перетыкался. О, кстати, Спирит выиграли зато свой матч, свою карту. Окей, мне кажется, что если я сейчас уберу вот этих, возьму вот этих, по-любому появится какой-нибудь квест. Ну-ка.
Glad to see you, my friend. Can I do anything for you?
Да ладно, нет? Но у тебя-то по-любому.
Karanz, do you need something?
Нет. Обалдеть. Ну нахрен тогда вы мне нужны, в принципе. Так, нормальных мужиков возьму.
It's blocked.
Дверь заблокировал.
It's blocked.
Блин. Что-то не так.
A feast for the eyes, ladies and gentlemen.
Придется через блудниц идти.
Greetings. Quartermaster Herbert. I'm in charge of these barracks. And you are?
Desade, legate of the congregation.
Nice to meet you, Your Excellency. And what can I do for you?
Что за приколы?
Quartermaster Manfred sent me.
I was expecting such a visit. And I'm glad Manfred sent an external investigator. This commandeering business may just spell the end of the Guard. Without the Nord's transport, we are finished. I don't understand what could have happened. I can assure you that we have never issued an order to that effect. It's as if some members of the Guard obey others' commands.
We had trouble with a criminal organization within the Guard. I wouldn't be surprised if they were behind this matter once again.
Oh, this is terrible news, Your Excellency. How can we sort the good apples from the bad?
By speaking to those in charge of those in command of this town, and trying to unravel the truth from the lies.
Since you neutralized Major Herman and his gang, 3 lieutenants have been leading the troops, while waiting for a new senior officer to be appointed. They are Lieutenants Alexander, Klaus, and Ermelind.
Do you think they're honorable?
I won't vouch for them, if that's what you're asking. I don't know them well enough.
Thank you, Quartermaster. I'll go and find them.
Ну уж, давай.
Hello, Lieutenant. My name is Desardet.
Oh, you are the legate of the congregation. You're quite the celebrity amongst our ranks. I am Lieutenant Alexander. Did you need me?
I'm conducting an investigation into the illegal commandeering of the ship the Trident. We must work fast and find out who organized this act of piracy. Or we will all pay the price. Do you know the men who seized the ship and who they served under?
All I can tell you, Your Excellency, is that I'm sure they were not under my orders. As foolish as it sounds, we don't know the identity of the soldiers involved. Since our previous commander's coup attempt, there's been tremendous upheaval. We lack senior officers. The registers are not up to date, and many men are on the run. I suspect the supporters of the coup who escaped the trial may be responsible.
It's not impossible. I dealt with Major Herman, who was serving Commander Torsten, but I didn't take care of his men.
It's only an idea, of course, but one that seems most logical to me.
I'll leave you, Lieutenant.
Так, что-то я не слушал ни хера. Что за замок висит?
I don't have the key.
Кто-то тут спит.
Hello, Lieutenant. Desardet, legate of the merchant congregation.
Lieutenant Klaus, what can I do for you, Your Excellency?
I'm investigating the illegal commandeering of a Naut ship that took place here in San Mateus. Do you happen to know the men responsible and the officer they served under?
I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I don't know. I only took office in this city 2 weeks ago. I'm just getting to know my troops. I was sent here to remedy the lack of officers following the arrest of the commander's men. Are you sure that this commandeering is not the isolated act of a few homesick recruits?
Not totally sure, but it's very unlikely. Managing the crew of a Naut ship requires great numbers and organization.
I see. But in that case, sorry for not being more useful.
Farewell, Lieutenant. Hello. I am...
Desardet, legate of the merchant congregation, right? Nice to meet
Блин,
you,
реально
Your
представляется в каждом диалоге уже.
Ermelind at your service.
Well, I didn't know I was so famous.
Не знал, что такой знаменитый.
Can you tell me anything about the ship that was commandeered by the guards?
A complete act of piracy, if you want my opinion.
Do you know who these guards were and under which officer they served?
No, and no soldier is missing here as far as I know. This is very strange. But since the commander's attempted coup, everything has gone to hell here. Men start muttering as soon as we have our backs turned. Some recruits have suffered violence, but refuse to name their attackers.
Do you think something is going on?
It seems obvious to me that some people took advantage of this unrest to line their
Понятно.
own pockets.
I see. Thank you. I'll leave you to it. Farewell, Lieutenant.
Your Excellency, if you really want to know what's going on in this barracks, find me tonight near the church.
To whom do I have the honor of speaking?
Quiet. No one must know that I spoke to you. I am Sergeant Franz, and I'm prepared to help you. Don't forget the church tonight.
The lieutenant's interrogation produced nothing. This sergeant is our only lead.
With this gang's reign of terror, we were lucky to have come across him.
Такой вот неожиданный поворот. Появляется какой-то рандомный чел и говорит нам, что нам нужно. Так бы всегда было еще замечательно. 3-0 Нави летят пока в помоечку. Да, но если Нави не выиграют, в принципе, не будет чем-то удивительным. Хотя вот именно Фальконс-то уж можно было пройти.
Here you are. I wasn't sure you'd come. That will be understandable. It's better to be wary with Egon.
What do you know about this organization?
More than I would like. I'm part of it. Now ask me any questions you want. We don't have much time.
Так, поехали. Давай сразу. Полировать хотел, не захотел.
Soldiers from the garrisons, members of Egon's organization. The boat was supposed to be used to transport the island captives to the mainland. Someone must have had enough of only being able to move a few slaves at a time, hidden in the holds. Now they've pulled this big stunt. They've not only attracted the wrath of the Nauts, but also your attention. Egon would never have made such a mistake, and they'll make the fool who did suffer dearly.
If you're part of this organization, why did you want to talk to me?
I joined this gang some time ago, without realizing the extent of their power. I naively thought that it would only be a matter of completing a few small secret protection missions, but I found myself involved in a sordid business with the young islanders. We capture them to sell them as slaves. They're very popular in brothels. I participated for a long time, without batting an eye, but I ended up bonding with one of the captured islanders. And the horror of this trafficking has finally hit home. I don't want it to happen to her.
Do you know who Egon is? Or at least who runs this organization?
No. Everything is very compartmentalized. Each group knows only its direct superior, never the one above. Not only do I not know the big boss, but I don't know anything about his other activities.
And who gives you your orders?
Lieutenant Ermelin. That woman is ruthless.
Женщина.
She decided to make a clean sweep, probably to avoid the wrath of Egon. She told us that we had to get rid of the islanders we still held captive. She wants to clean up behind us to avoid leaving any trace. My friend is among them. If I can't find a way to stop Ermelind, she will die.
If we want to prevent this massacre, we will have to intervene quickly. Where are the islanders held captive?
They're kept in a former logging facility on the outskirts of town.
Is it well guarded?
No, numbers are small to avoid arousing suspicion. But when Ermelin comes with her troops to get rid of the young people, it'll be a very different story.
Well, we'll take control of the operation before that happens, by getting rid of the guards. When Ermelind and her soldiers come, we will use the element of surprise to neutralize them.
With all due respect, there will be many. Are you sure you'll be able to face them?
We could ask for help from one of the native clans. The Storm Warriors, for example.
Do you think they would?
If it only involved us, I doubt it. But it's about saving their own young people. They'll also be able to give them shelter when we free them.
We will need to act quickly. I fear Ermelin will take action any moment now.
I'll go get help in Vedlug as soon as possible and take care of the operation.
Thank you. I'll arrange to be appointed as the scout for Ermelin's squad. That way I can let you know when we arrive.
We should go to Vedlug.
Yes, Storm Warriors will be a good asset.
What do you seek?
I have come to ask for your help, Deirdre. A group of guards captured young natives and turned them into slaves. But now they want to get rid of them to avoid drawing attention to themselves. I want to free them and stop these guards. But we will need support from warriors.
Who's to say this is not a trap?
3. Куда столько?
I'm not asking you to send us all your clan, just a few men. We're not sure just the 3 of us will be able to stop all these soldiers.
Sorry, Renaigse, but I don't trust you.
Ой. У меня нет 3.
I don't understand why you refuse to believe me. What risk are you facing?
That of weakening my clan when we are surrounded by enemies.
But your young people are risking their lives. And those who imprison them might get away with it.
This is what you, Renaigse, is telling me. And I think you're lying. Anything more? You must go talk to Iseld and convince her to fight alongside us. Because without her men, the battle will be tough. Anything more?
I need to be going.
Wawalem seg.
Я могу забить фиг. Да, пойти сразу. Подожди, это где?
Siora's friends, what brings you here?
Hello, Iseld.
What do you want?
Deirdre requested that I ask for your clan's help. She intends to attack a camp of the Ordo Luminous to set free their prisoners.
The Ordo Luminous?
It's the name of the Inquisition. The Red Suns, if you prefer.
The Sol Lasser. I see. What have they done this time?
They're still trying to convert your people by force. Those who do not accept the Enlightened are taken to this camp where they are tortured and killed if they keep resisting. Deirdre needs more warriors for this attack.
The Gaius Rad have been deeply weakened by our defeat against the Lions.
Deirdre told me that you were in her debt.
I am, but she's asking a lot more than what we owe. Our clan might not survive this battle.
Харизма 100%, мне пофиг.
Strengthen your alliance with her. And if some other settlers were to attack you, she would surely come to your rescue.
You are not wrong. If there's a risk we might become even weaker, we need her support. I will gather my warriors and talk to them. Did you want anything else?
Thanks. Goodbye, Iseld.
Gaius Rad, Deirdre and her Sengedin Anadas will fight against the Sol Lasser, who torture and kill our brothers. She's asking us to fight alongside her, to set our people free and stop.
Сейчас, возможно, этот квест даст нам
Shall we rise to her call?
репутации, мы сможем то уговорить.
Then it is done. Let's raise our spears and leave for battle. You can leave with a peaceful mind. My warriors will fight alongside yours and Deirdre's. We will meet near the camp of the Sol Lasser.
В итоге мы этих-то не предупредили. Шесть один. Да, кажется, с нами вылетают без победной карты.
Protect me in this battle. To my help, and death to the others. May the shadow engulf our enemies. Move away. Things are about to get dicey. We're almost at the fort. Should we wait here until nightfall?
Yes, let's.
There you are. And I see that you have brought the Gaius Rad with you.
We could not let the Sengedin Anadas take all the glory.
I wouldn't expect anything less of you. Ezeld, daughter of Bladnid.
Our objective is located beyond this cliff. The Inquisitors are not expecting us. We have the element of surprise. Let's make good use of it.
We will be as discreet as a group of Dosentats. They won't hear us coming.
Let's find a vantage point to get a better overview of this fort.
So, this is the place where my people are being tortured. I hope we're not arriving too late.
Most of their troops seem to be outside, as if they sense we are coming. The prisoners are most likely inside, in some basement perhaps. And it seems as if there are some in the right wing as well.
In that case, the toughest fights will take place outside. That is where I want to be.
We must strike quickly if we want to make good use of the element of surprise.
Have you thought about how you'd want us to conduct this assault?
We are behind the camp where there are fewer guards. Getting inside will prove less troublesome from this side. We will conduct two near-simultaneous assaults. The first larger group will attack from the front to cause chaos in the enemy ranks. As for me, my companions and I will get inside the building from the back and sneak into the basement. We will set as many prisoners free as we can and use the opportunity to search the building. Once you have eliminated the troops in front of the building, focus on the right wing.
Good. This way we'll attack them from two sides simultaneously.
We will conduct the first assault, and then we will go back to intercept the ones who run away.
Excellent idea. Are you ready for the assault?
When it comes to setting our brother free, we are always ready.
In that case, conduct the assault as soon as you're in position.
Protect me in this battle. To my help, and death to the others. Move away. Things are about to get dicey. May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
away! Things are about to get dicey! May the shadow engulf our enemies!
Quick! Let's hurry and reach the prisoners before the Inquisitors kill them all.
Protect me in this battle! To my help! And death to the others! May the shadow engulf our enemies!
We intervened quickly, thankfully. Let's find the keys to these cells.
Да, здесь кадр описания пленников с возрастом без имен, методы, которые применялись. Чем веровали они или вернуться к свету.
Locked. Wait here for now. We're still fighting outside.
Ага, клад. Ничего нет. Ты кто?
May the enlightened protect me in this battle! To my help! And death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey! May the shadow engulf our enemies!
Гребаные столы мешаются. Так, какие-то расходы нашли тут.
Protect me in this battle! To my help! And death to the others! May the shadow engulf our enemies! Things are about to get dicey!
I think that was the last of the Inquisitors. The fort is safe now.
Секретарь имеешь право на посещение секретного лагеря, с непочным глазами Клавдиуса, остальные именно неизвестны. Меня интересует.
Let's lend a hand to our allies outside, as there are still some prisoners there.
Кто дерется? А, тут-то выход внизу.
To my help! And death to the others! May the fire engulf our enemies! Morrison, I will make you regret to have come to our island. Morrison, I will make you regret to have come to our island.
These prisoners have been dead for days. There's no one left to set free. Let's get out of here.
А полутаться.
How did the battle go for you?
We prevailed. Your plan was good on Olmonawi.
Congratulations. And we were able to set the prisoners free. They were completely exhausted, but alive.
Do not worry. We will bring them back to Vedluk, so their wounds can be treated. You have shown bravery and righteousness. I will not forget.
Ну, сейчас ты мой квест выполнишь.
You in the village again soon.
О, все, найс. Плюс 4 репутации. Каз дает мне выполнить другой доп-квест. Офигеть, мне нужно было пройти доп-квест, чтобы пройти доп-квест. Нормально? О, а тут что? По лагерек еще, оказывается. Не зафармил. Теперь я нажимаю переместиться. Вот, заручиться помощью. Теперь она должна мне сказать: да, окей, давай, я тебе помогу. Так, продать. Так, это мы не продаем. Тут что, плюс 17 урона? Ну, и не вижу смысла. Шлем такой себе. Его можно сейчас на кого-то напялить, наверное. Так, это я не хочу продавать. Это я продам. О, становление магии. А я не пользуюсь магией. Совет здоровья, надо силу воли. Это печально. Инквизиторская, кстати. Тоже наука есть одна. Но минус эти дают. А, тут вообще ничего не дает нормально. Ну, нормально. Сил 2. Теперь-то ты мне как бы это, да? Или нет?
What do you seek?
I beg you again to lend me a hand. It may only take a few warriors to do the trick. Think about the awful fate awaiting those young women.
Who's to say this is not a trap?
Да в смысле? Ты чё, херела? Я тебе только что 4 репутации заработал. О, а чё я попуск кадров? Алло, слышно меня? Бля, пропустил. Вот ты шишара.
I don't understand why you refuse to believe me. What risk are you facing?
That of weakening my clan when we are surrounded by enemies.
But your young people are risking their lives.
Я даже не заметил, что он что-то
And those who
проседал.
imprison them might get away with it.
This is what you, Aranix, is telling me. And I think you're lying. Anything more?
I need to be going.
Так, ну короче, не хочет нам помогать, да? Падла. Ну, пойду-то настоятельнице скажу, что вы ее атаковать собрались. Чтобы неповадно было. Так, давай продам тебе эту херню все. Да, типа она дает больше брони равновесия, но не дает сопротивления. Что-то жалко как-то. И 11. А вот навик камбэкнуть с 3.9 уже не смогут. Но так я думал, что они в итоге, проиграв одну игру, первую карту обидно, сразу полетят. Так, что-то не туда попёрся, мне туда надо. Так вот, в итоге Нави даже до плей-оффа не допирают. Печаль. Да. А чё, да? А чё, да, я в чат не смотрю просто. Что, Нави не проходит или пропуск кадра был? Ну, просел немножко, бывает. Сомневаюсь, что критично. Критично. То ли зрители, что-то критично вообще. Практически ноль.
Your Eminence, I salute you.
Sir de Sardet, what can I do for you?
Так, там кто-то это.
To inform you of the crimes committed by the Inquisition on these lands. The Ordo Luminous captured and tortured many islanders in a secret camp in order to convert them. Most of them were executed because they refused to renounce their beliefs. Of course, I put an end to all this at the demand of Queen Deirdre, and the camp was dismantled.
How could such villainous acts take place without anyone informing me of them? Do you have proof of what you're saying?
Indeed, here. This should convince you of my good faith.
I cannot believe it. May the enlightened devour these wicked fools.
Ощущение их эмоций на лице. Даже не попытались. Ну, сторот открывается, ладно. Ой, -2.
You could have informed me of the situation, but you chose to fight priests of Thélème instead. Are you trying to break the alliance between your nation and
Да иди в задницу
Your
вообще.
Eminence, I intervened at the demand of the natives, who are our allies as well, and would have come to inform you of the situation if I hadn't thought you might give more credit to the Inquisition than to these poor people.
You should have let me be the judge of that, Your Excellency. You underestimated us.
Иди в задницу вообще. Че тебе должен докладывать? Ладно, минус еще 2. Нормально. Ну, скорее всего, там я бы потерял репутацию островитян тогда. Ну, скорее всего. Так, окей. Доп главы. Короче, я не смог заручиться помощью. Если, мне кажется, я нападу без нее, типа, скорее всего, мне скажут, увы, спасать тебе уже некого. Да, вот эту херню возьмем. Там вроде я прошел раз, а мне даже сейчас что-то новое выдать. Кстати, а что там в доте у нас? Тем временем. 2-0 Liquid, 2-0 Extreme Gaming. Ну, ожидаемо на самом деле. Окей, дота кончилась. Так, ну Нави тут 2 раунда осталось. Spirit Face. 2-0 от Spirit. Вообще без шансов. Охереть. Чоппер 1 в 1. Выигрывает ГГ. По-моему, Spirit заберут турнир. Хотя арена, на самом деле, со зрителями играть под вообще другое. Но полуфинал сразу попадают. А вот Нави отдают 12 уже и... Блин, ну так обидно первую карту проиграть, это, конечно. Свой пик вообще не идет. Короче, Нави едут домой. Ой. В принципе, реально, если так подумать. То есть Виталити вылетели. Г2 сейчас с хероиками в финале будут играть. Нижние сетки. То есть одна из них тоже вылетит. То есть уже -1 грозный соперник. Фальконс, ну это кринж просто, поэтому вряд ли тут что-то выйдет.
Oh, there you are, Your Excellency. The enlightened has heard my prayers.
Фейзов они победили.
After deciphering the
То есть, в
content of the
принципе,
tablets, they went
изи.
north to continue their
Что
research
там еще?
in
Энс.
slots. But they must have
Ну,
encountered problems.
Энсы, я
Brother
думаю,
Fidelis came back
тоже
here, and he
вполне
was in a
проходимы.
dreadful state. He most likely came to seek help, but he fainted. It's impossible for us to know what happened to them.
I'm not a doctor, but I may be able to examine him.
Oh, please do. Any help would be appreciated. We've done our best, but our magic has proved inefficient. And the healer we sent for will certainly arrive too late from San Mateus.
This man is burning up with fever and he bears several bite marks and traces of blows.
The blows did not put him in this state. He looks like a victim of poisoning. With the right antidote, I think we could get him back on his feet.
Have you tried giving him any anti-poison?
Of course, but to no avail. And what if it were a hex cast by the heretics?
No matter what happens, you always suspect them. This man was in the swamp. We know it's home to many creatures that we have a poor knowledge of. But local healers will certainly know which antidote to use. We could ask Lair. He will direct us to someone who understands remedies.
Все, 4-13. Хе. Да, хорошо, что у меня денег на ставки нет. Я воскрес. Обалдеть. Ну, здорово, получается. Так, а что у меня? Все, включать больше нечего. Ну и вылетели. Это еще же третий матч. Так, зачем следить? Наверное, за Hero G2, потому что мало сенсов верхняя сетка, неинтересно. Блин, тут целый час. Кто-нибудь может пингануть, когда можно будет, когда они начнут? Ну, раз воскрес, расскажи что-нибудь интересного. А вот я вот играю тут в игру. Мне подарили до день рождения. Я вот играю, сижу. Вот пока... Ну, как, уже начинает наскучивать, на самом деле, но...
You've come back to see old Lair.
Ну, вполне.
I heard that you managed to retrieve the tablets.
Did Vindwal tell you?
Yes, and I feel more at peace, knowing that our brothers are alive, and that they will be
Ну,
able
за
to
понял.
join another
Красиво.
clan. And you proved me right. Peace with the Renaigse is possible.
Ну, 40 тысяч для Москвы, конечно, немного, но, в принципе, деньги есть деньги, правильно?
I need your advice. You may already know that one of the researchers came back wounded from the expedition.
I heard about it.
He has all the symptoms of a poisoning, but the anti-poisons we gave him had no effect. He must have been bitten by a creature of the swamp, and we're looking for a healer who would know of a suitable antidote.
So, you came to see me. Interesting. Our neighbors did not think for one moment that
Дуту потратил и без меня. Даже не показал, а чё? Бля, лучше в контуре кейсы поподковал.
Thank you. I will go see her. I hope she agrees to help us. I have to go.
Like so many others.
Так, let's go. Да уж. Лучше младшему брату завести свой аккаунт, чтоб не тратить твои. Заносят цене. Кто, брат? Или Дота? Нам нужно противоядие.
I do know a few of them. I have learned about plants.
Осуждаю.
One of the researchers came back wounded from the expedition. Apparently he was bitten by a creature of the swamp.
And now he has the Llewellyn fever. We have a good knowledge about this affliction. He will die if he does not receive proper
Ну
treatment.
вот, давай лекарство.
Do you know which antidote should be given to him?
Yes. These priests are idiots. They could have asked for our help, but they treat us like children.
Скины.
You are different.
Что-то скины в доте не сильно это коллерируется, кажется. Там есть, конечно, дорогие, но вот из-за большого количества шмоток. Из-за большого количества шмоток цены западают, мне кажется.
Where am I?
You are in Eden. You're safe.
Was I unconscious for a long time? The other members of the expedition, they are in danger. The swamp is so hostile. We weren't prepared for it. Some of our people have disappeared.
What caused these wounds?
A nightmarish creature. The swamp is full of them. A colleague and I had left to fetch some help when we were attacked. I managed to run away, but I don't know what happened to him. As for those who were at the camp, you must go help them.
Show me the location of your colleagues.
Чё там опять?
I will join them.
Решил пооткрывать, и ничего не выпало.
Please, hurry.
Thank you. You should rest now.
Заработал на заработках денег и уже все спустил на кейсы. Че, найти лагерь богословов? А, ну я тут был уже. Ну, ГБ на опасно кейс крутить, слишком уж шанс маленький. Бывает и везет, бывает нет. В одном эпике, а в втором почти, оказывается, 7 азим. Блин, надо ли говорить, что при нажатии на кнопку просто проигрывается анимация? Там может хоть 13 ножей покрутиться. И выпасть синее, потому что это просто анимация. Все уже произошло при нажатии на кнопку. Че я смотрю, мне ничего не надо. Далее Red Key. Печально, да. Так, а как мне сюда попасть? Вопрос. Это вроде закрыто. Ну, пойдем посмотрим. Это, по-моему, те было. Да, это тут болото, тут была сисястая такая херня какая-то. Я жестко ее завалил. А, ну да. А вот нам по квесту и дорогу открыли. Так, а далее, да. В каком таком же Кузик Крис выбил Легу, а я заменил на симку. А, ну это баг просто отображения. Это самое обидное на самом деле. Когда падает, показывает одно, а падает другое. Но скипать анимацию не хочется, она очень красивая. Ну ладно, не очень красивая, но оттягивает момент.
Hey, what's happening here? I could hear you from miles away.
Your Excellency, I'm so happy to see you. You arrive right on time to settle this matter.
Да, вы в кейсе меняется. Ну это баг отображения, говоришь. Ну, КС2 же вы этот релизнулась, не в бете уже.
What happened to Father Orbricus, who was accompanying him?
He must be dead like our other companions. This is all your fault. This is yet more proof that you are not fit to lead such a team. I should be the one in charge.
Maybe you should calm down and explain to me what's happening here.
This expedition was undertaken with no concern for common sense. We are not equipped to explore this type of place. Our people are disappearing, and all we have found are some falsified writings.
Brother Virgil is terrified, which probably explains why he is being so disingenuous. We have made incredible discoveries, and we could find more.
You are beyond redemption. I won't waste another second talking to you. If you want to talk to me, Your Excellency, it will have to be without her.
How charming.
А я при чем здесь? Ну ладно.
Your Excellency, I hope you will forgive us for that scene. My relations with Virgil have always been difficult, but ever since we arrived here, it has been unbearable. I'm afraid we may need an arbiter.
Before anything else, I need to know what led to this situation between you.
What would you like to know?
For what reason were you quarreling?
The expedition itself, I'm afraid.
Хера на землю подметает.
Always against it, especially under my
Ладно.
supervision. For him, our discoveries in Eden were sufficient. They confirmed what he wanted. The rest did not matter. According to him, we should never have continued. And when we found new tablets, it became even worse.
Were they also written by Saint Matthias?
Without a doubt. The handwriting is the same. There are also some patterns, some islander symbols. It's fascinating. But what really angers Virgil is the content we managed to decipher. Our founder explains that he learned a lot from the islanders. Something our brother cannot accept. He now persists in saying that these tablets are fake, forged by
Вот
the natives
падлы.
themselves.
Brother Fidelis told me that several members of the expedition have disappeared.
Yes, that's why he left along with Father Orbricus to fetch some help. 3 more of our colleagues are missing. And I'm not even talking about the ones who fell ill. I must admit that I underestimated the hardships we would encounter. I made a mistake. I should have prepared this expedition more thoroughly. But Virgil's being disingenuous does not help.
And no one has searched for those who are missing.
I wanted us to search for them, but someone later convinced me that it presented too much of a risk. Along with lack of preparation, our constantly decreasing number, and creatures swarming the area.
And by someone, I suppose you mean Brother Virgil.
Indeed.
I'm thankful for these pieces of information, but you understand that I will also have to talk to Brother Virgil.
Of course, that's understandable. You must hear us both before you can make a decision.
Brother Virgil.
What do you want?
Can you explain to me what caused such a quarrel?
The reason for it is very simple. It is ingenious folly. This woman should never have been the supervisor of our team. The discoveries made in Eden were sufficient, but no. She didn't want to stop the research. She organized this expedition in a hurry, without taking elementary precautions, and now she's accepting as facts the delirious writings we discovered on these tablets, without doubting them for even 1 second.
What do you mean?
We found some new tablets, allegedly written by Saint Matthias, but their content is so absurd that they were obviously forged. I am certain that the natives must have found these stones before us and modified their content.
How would they have done that? The natives cannot write.
They must have been helped by an unscrupulous settler. How would I know?
Brother Fidelis told me that
Что-то дед кринжует, по-моему, не?
Do you know anything about this?
They did not go missing. They were killed. It was the wild beasts, the diseases, and let's not forget the savages.
Да, по-любому.
Feel their presence, roaming around the camp at night. I am certain that they are responsible for the death.
Ну ты, конечно, это...
That's strange. There aren't many villages around here. We
День
have
рождения полмесяца назад было. Так что через 11 месяцев звоните, как говорится, приходите. В январе.
We will not be safe on this island until it is entirely converted.
I see. So, you haven't tried to find your colleagues?
So we can die as well.
Число 15.
I am not as crazy as Sister Eugenia.
I cannot take sides in your quarrel for now. And in any case,
Пудра тут мозги мне.
we have to try finding your colleagues.
Well, if you are prepared to take such a risk, I can only commend you for your bravery. You should start by searching the excavation site. To get there, take the path south of here. But be careful. The creatures that roam the area are ruthless.
Да. Так, тогда подойти 14, 15, не 14. Ну, может и 14, какая разница. Так, как мне туда взобраться? Через лагерь, что ли? Это ж сколько ждать придется. Я пошел. Где тут проход? А тут прохода нет. А дальше идти нет смысла. Иначе придется обходить. А, нет, вот проход. Ой, не увидел.
This man's skull is sunken, but he doesn't look like he was in a fight. Could he have fallen?
That is unlikely. Look, my child. The wound is located at the back of the skull. I regret to say that in my opinion he was struck from behind, with a mace, most likely.
This man's death was no accident. nor was it linked to any predator attack. It was caused by a violent strike to the back of the skull with a mace. And it didn't take place here. The marks surrounding the body showed that it was moved, most likely to make it seem like he fell to his death. This man's skull is sunken, but he doesn't look like he was in a fight.
Понятно, что ничего не понятно.
Could he have fallen?
That is unlikely. Look, my child. The wound is located at the...
Так, что там? Начался-то матч, нет этого? Последней пары. А, ничего, реально хотят, чтобы я ждал, сидел? Извращенцы. Нави покидает Катовицу. Так. Ну-ка, там что, не начался еще? А, ну тоже ждут. Чего ждут, блин? Начали бы уже давно.
Regret to say that in my opinion he was struck from behind with a mace, most likely.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle. To my help, and death to the others! Protect me in this battle. To my help, and death to the others. May the shadow engulf our enemies.
Да, слишком каменные.
Things are about to get dicey.
Ай, блин. Давайте, мужики, я вас верю. Блин, да посмотри, ну просто соло вытаскивают. Все, красава, мужики. Чтоб я без вас сделал.
The body of this man was devoured by beasts, but it happened after he had died. One of the wounds is clearly a knife wound.
Увы.
It's impossible to know who was wielding it.
Блин, неужто догадаться, что колотая рана это... Явно нет зверей. И че, крокодилы? Давайте, мужики, долбить. Бля, они кук-то сожрали. Придется сражаться.
The cause of death is no mystery. This man was attacked by one of those large reptiles, a Llewellyn, and yet, these iridescent marks on his skin make me think that a stasis spell was cast on him first. He was intentionally immobilized so that he would fall prey to this animal.
Паралич что-то наложил.
All these disguised deaths, these abject crimes. The natives can be violent, but they are not deceitful. I'm afraid that Brother Virgil may have found a way to take control of the expedition. He should be judged for it.
Indeed. I think that we should go find this brother and ask for an explanation. Brother Virgil.
Your Excellency. Weren't you supposed to be looking for our
Да, и померли все уже.
I regret to say that they are indeed all dead.
I knew it. What a waste. Eugenia and her recklessness are to blame for this.
I'm afraid someone else is responsible for this. These deaths are not accidental, and yet they were disguised as such.
The savages. Their thirst for blood is unquenchable. I knew we should never have come without an escort.
Oh, Virgil, would you please stop taking us for fools? The natives had no hand in this.
Who else could it be?
Someone who desperately wanted this expedition to fail. Does that remind you of anyone?
Fine. You unmasked me. But know that my cause is righteous. The Ordo Luminis sent me to keep an eye on this expedition, to ensure that the discoveries we made would not jeopardize our nation or our presence on this island. But the inscriptions on the tablets are a heresy, a dangerous manipulation. Can you imagine what would happen if it was said that our founder listened to the teachings of the natives? But even then, foolish Eugenia accepted these discoveries as truth, without any hesitation, without realizing that our entire nation could suffer because of it. So yes, I wanted to scare.
Припугнуть и убить троих. Нормально.
But to go as far as assassinating several of your colleagues.
Come now. What would you do if someone were threatening the congregation? You cannot make me believe that you would not be willing to kill. You may have already done so. But since you want to avoid using violence, help me convince Eugenia to go back to Eden. My colleagues and I know how to sort through these discoveries.
Да иди нахер.
Rewarded, of course.
It is undeniable that these discoveries could cause a great upset in Thélème, but he has no right to decide what should be revealed or not. On this island, Cornelia should be the one to decide. Be careful with your accusations, though. Eugenia and her colleagues are on edge. We wouldn't want them to start killing each other.
Опять мне тут думать придется. Давай, вали нахер.
Sorry, Brother Virgil, but I cannot accept. You will take your belongings and leave this place. The research will continue, and their discoveries will be studied by wiser people than you. The decision to reveal them or not will be theirs.
I see. My colleagues and I will go back to Eden. I hope that you don't regret your decision.
Alas, I have found the dead bodies of your colleagues.
How horrible. But how? Oh, perhaps I should have listened to Brother Virgil.
I doubt it. Brother Virgil is responsible for these deaths. He was hoping to blame the natives for them and discredit you.
What? But why would he? He will have to answer for his crimes.
As I do not have the authority to arrest him, I sent him back to Eden. If you want him to face judgment, you will have to report what happened to the Mother Cardinal.
You are right. As soon as we get back to civilization, I will make sure that she hears about it. Once more, your help has been a blessing. Take this. Alas. We will have to go back to Eden as well.
Ой.
There are too few of us to continue the research.
Were you hoping to discover more?
Of course. This place was but a single step in St. Matthias's journey. The last tablets speak of a journey northbound, further up in the swamp. But even if Virgil is no longer a threat, We are not sufficiently well equipped to go there.
We could go there for you if you wish. You just have to tell us where to look.
That would be marvelous. Of course, you would have to start from the excavation site where he wrote this. I think I noticed a path going north when I was there, actually. Look for any traces of life. Perhaps you will be lucky enough to find more of his writings. That would be fantastic.
Don't worry. I will conduct this research and come find you here if I uncover anything.
Бу. Так, чё, наконец-то могу качнуть бимбо. Поехали. Не знаю, что это за херня. Так, и у меня есть один этот. Я качаю ловкость. Теперь я могу поставить вот эту херню. Ну, я тут не разберусь, да? Придется идти в обход. Я надеюсь, я же правильно иду, нет? Ай, блядь. Да, ё-моё. Да, мечом мы будем медленно махать, конечно. С другой стороны, урон хорошо проходит.
You'd have to be insane to want to live in such a place. Even a saint would want to stay dry.
Да, Матеус что-то забрался прям жестко. А, ну вот, блин, это те боссы, конечно же. Блять.
falling apart. Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
Блять.
May the shadow engulf our enemies. Move away. Things are about to get dicey. Green blood. I can't hold on much longer. Move away. Things are about to get dicey. Lock your armor.
Сука.
May the shadow engulf our enemies. Careful, my child. You need me. May the shadow engulf our enemies.
Блять, за что? Блять, да как ты успел-то? Бля, про Q забыл, у меня же есть атаки. Сука, матч начнется с этой херни, нет? Я уснул. Ну, спокойной ночи. Не хотят начинать, ты понимаешь? Че это понимаешь? Бля, реально ж полчаса еще. Ну и пизды.
In this battle. May the shadow engulf our enemies. Move away. Things are about to get dicey. May the shadow engulf our enemies. Move away. Things are about to get dicey. May the shadow engulf our enemies. Move away. Things are about to get dicey. May the shadow engulf our enemies. Move away. Things are about to get dicey. Green blood. I can't hold on much longer. May the shadow engulf our enemies.
На. Зарубиль. Вот если бы я про Q не забыл бы, с первого раза прошел. Так, там что-то дали, по-моему, да? Какой-то меч. Жертвенный меч. Ну и херня. Хотя, может, вместо второго. А, да, вот вместо второго хорошо. Подожди-ка, я же могу вот этот взять. 359, 14. Ну-ка. А, ну он такой себе, да? Вон тогда. Жестко вынесли босса. Теряв кучу банок. Так, против этих лучше затычку юзать. Так, что у нас тут? Но тут мы не можем пройти. Здесь, скорее всего, будет конец. Подожди, он показывает, типа, что назад надо идти? Или не надо? Это, видимо, тоже считается.
These murals are magnificent. If St. Matthias did come here, this is where he must have settled.
Let's take a closer look at these paintings. We may learn something from them.
Ну, давай глянем, что тут у нас.
This mural is very ancient. It depicts an old man dressed as a priest getting his face painted by a masked native.
Кажись,
This mural depicts
инквизиция
an
у
old man
нас.
praying in front of a face in the mountain. He's holding a rosary. Saint Matthias. Praying to Enon Frictimen. I don't know these glyphs, but these spirals are native symbols. There are some words in our ancient language next to them. The light and the earth are the two faces of a same power. It's impossible to know if this is a translation or another sentence. But this is a message that would seriously displease the Inquisitors. Engraved tablets. They resemble the ones we recovered in Eden. We should take them with us. The researchers would be delighted to study them. There are some native symbols here, and some letters I recognize, as if someone had tried to write in the native language using our alphabet. Men duis dat, enon frictimen. This is incredible. Saint Matthias would have known about the spirit of the island and would have prayed to him.
Вот такая вот приколюха.
Looks like a chaplet made of pewter. It's rather basic, but it was made a long time ago, and it undeniably comes from the continent.
This is incredible. Saint Matthias is often depicted or described as using a similar chaplet. Oh, I feel so lucky to be here, in this cavern where our founder lived. I don't know if you realize the importance of what we've just discovered. Saint Matthias, the founder of Ptolemy, finished his life worshipping the island of God.
Вот такая вот ироничная ситуация.
Although it will cause a huge upset for our nation, our cult, and our relations.
Да, вы с ним будете сосаться теперь.
Eugenia probably didn't imagine that Saint Matthias lived his life in a way that's so different from what they advocate. As for Virgil, he wasn't wrong. Such a revelation will certainly cause a schism in Ptolemy.
To think these old things could cause a civil war. Or long-lasting peace with the natives. It is a serious responsibility to decide what to do with them. But it isn't ours.
Ну, вообще база, да. Разбирайтесь
I
сами.
already took sides in their quarrel. If I change my mind, I'm afraid that it might be seen as treason. I'll think about it on the way there. Let's go back to the researchers' camp.
Да. Ну, можно было догадаться, на самом деле. Это сейчас Евгешка охереет. Поехали.
So, did you find anything? Or do you need my help?
We discovered a cave that was inhabited a long time ago by a whole group of people, mostly natives, who had obviously created a sacred site, as the place was guarded by a creature.
And have you found traces of our holy founder? New relics? Perhaps some tablets?
Сказать правду и отдать реликвии, сказать истину, оставить реликвии. Ебаш.
There were also frescoes on the site, representing Saint Matthias.
Frescoes? Tell me more. This is fascinating.
Сейчас будет репутация просто в ноль упадет. Не на ноль, а в минус, точнее.
He prayed to a god of the mountain.
You can't be serious. You mean to say that our saint converted to the cult of the islanders?
That is what emerges from our findings, yes. Other objects that I was able to bring back also point in this direction. Look, there are inscriptions. These tablets and also this chaplet.
This chaplet?
Нет, +1 дали.
It is so... Excuse me. I cannot find the words to express how I feel.
Ну, можешь это.
You must come with me.
Да.
We must go and present all these discoveries to the Mother Cardinal. You realize our entire dogma will have to change. So far, anyone who wanted to question it would have burned their fingers. Literally.
Увы, буквально.
This time they'll listen.
We have solid proof. All this evidence. With your support,
Нам скажут, вы чё, дебилы, что ли? И прибьют нас нахуй. Все, игра закончится наконец. 20 часов будет закончено.
Virgil, how did you know?
I'm afraid that your Excellency's lies weren't very convincing.
We were informed of your discoveries and of the danger they represent. We demand that you hand them over to us immediately, so that they can be destroyed.
Так, кажется, придется дать вам немножечко пизды. Поехали. Да. Да, рассказывай.
But since you refuse to comply with our orders, you leave us no choice.
Death to the heretics!
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
And death to the others!
Да хоть камень себе кидай. Так, я понял. Что, ничего не понял. Да сука. Блять.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle. May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
Добейте там, мужики. Красавчики.
The fact that the Inquisition is after us is very disturbing, Excellency.
We would do well to hasten to San Matthias. They will not dare to attack you there. Even if these men were the last forces that the Inquisition could send us.
You are right. All this proves is that I will not succeed without your help. There is a risk that the Mother Cardinal will also reject our discoveries.
Fortunately, we have some leverage over this, dear Cornelia. And if you will allow me to attend the hearing, I would be delighted to support you.
Your help will be precious to us, Father. In any case, we must present our research to Mother Cardinal as soon as possible. I will study the tablets one last time to make sure I know all their content. And I will meet you at the palace in San Mateus to plead our case.
Understood. See you soon, Sister Eugenia. Be careful.
Ключ от тюрьмы. А нафиг он мне нужен? Такие перчаточки я буду носить еще, наверное. Топленое ожерелье. Да и нафиг мне надо, значит. Так, тут что? Ятаган. Жалко продавать так-то. Кольцо епископа. Я ему что-то другое давал, да? А, тут получше, да. Что так много прям висит? Так, позже варежки мы надеваем. Тоже можно продать. А может пушка какая-то выпала? Не. Кстати, можешь пушку какую-нибудь купить? Так, сейчас я ему продам сначала. Так, мало урона, тут дофига урона, но нет брони. Тут тоже все печально. Ну, короче, ничего такого-то и нету. Сильно-то прям мощного. То есть в угоду урона и пробитию брони можно взять стихийного урона так-то. Нужна меткость. Все остальное недоступно в принципе. Но тут дает стихийный урон, кстати. Вроде как хорошо так разбивает лицо. Ну, такое. Новое приглашение в друзья. Хавать хочу. Может пойти пожрать немного. Так, сейчас будет судьба отношения к религии. Поехали. Еще 4 часа. Увы, не будет. Увы, пока не будет. Немножечко постоим офике. Пока немножечко офике. Так, я пока перегружу тут. 15 минут еще до матча. Так, что пишет в нашей любимой телеге? Так, какая-то херня. Хрень какая-то. Так, тут слушать надо. Угу. Хрень какая-то неинтересная. Ага. Ага. Угу. Опа, вопросики в квиз-боте, поехали. Блин, там стират не это. Не показывает, сколько еще осталось. Так, какая-то тень. Какого героя вы видите? Так, какая-то рогатка. Ну, точно не Вивер. ОД. ОД. Это вряд ли, наверное. GreedFall Spirit. Ой, нет. Ну, значит, таки ОД. А ладно, еще 2 минуты. Ладно, подождем. Очень дурацкий таймер в тем, что если я зайду в инвентарь, таймер не будет идти. Я не могу даже инвентарь там чуть посортировать, поделать. Придется стоять ждать. Другой квест не пойдешь, времени не хватит. Че еще? Все. Стоишь как дебил, блин, и ждешь. Кстати, можно меч качнуть будет. На что-нибудь. Полезненькое. Блять, опять интернет лег. Ёпта налево. Верните интернет мне, пожалуйста, падлы. Чё, из-за чего? Хер пойми. Блять, нашел время падать, конечно. Но не будет грузиться там, потому что 1080. Ну, классно, блин. Просто инет упал. Ну, как упал. 2000 держит. Кстати, тут грузится. А, не грузится. Ну, алло, давай, очнись. Ой.
Ребяточки, лучше буду с вами честным и не выдумывать всякую хуйню. Стрима не будет сегодня, завтра, скорее всего, и, возможно, еще пару-тройку дней. Я не знаю, насколько быстро я вычухаюсь, но состояние прям хуевое. Все вы знаете, что...
Ой. Блин, просто 2000 висит. Ну что за бред-то? Очнись. Сколько ждать-то придется? Дерьмо. Блин, ну что делать теперь? Первый раз оно нормально восстановилось, тут что умерло все? Ну, пойду пожру тогда. Ебу.